Megan, now we are excited to say this. It is time for this week's Try This.
And this week, I'm trying out making this. Yeah, I worked in a t-shirt shop.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very neat goal. Take a look at this. SLI Custom Signs and Apparel has been around since the early 2000s. The business began in a small garage up across the border in Michigan. Well, since that time, it's grown and grown and grown. Big business, and now they sell about, 500,000 or so shirts and jackets, even signs. And they were asking me, hey, Dan, you want to come out and try this? I said, I'd like to do that. In making a t-shirt, what's the key to making it just right?
Oh boy, just right. Well, so t-shirt printing is a little bit of a mix of technology and science and art. Kind of starts there. So every shirt is handmade. The presses do the actual printing, but it is a person that's loading that shirt on to the press to be printed. So they don't load it on square, the image doesn't go on square. So well-trained and great employees, yeah.
So can I try it?
Yeah, absolutely, let's do it. So every t-shirt project starts with screens. So we gotta have good screens. So we have computer to screen, digital imaging. So actually we're gonna pull this here, we're gonna dip the front under.
Oh, okay.
And then that's spring loaded, so grab a hold on this side and both sides, push that way. Yep, drop the front end down, and then pull it back to you. There you go.
Yeah.
So we got our image, we got Try This with SLI Custom Signs and Apparel. Clicking print on that here, and it's just kind of ripping it, and it's gonna beep here and tell us to print. So if you want to go ahead and push the blue button, and then this process is photosensitive, so that's why we have the yellow, the amber shades on the light in here. And so it's going to print in a black ink the image that we're putting on the screen, and then we're going to expose it with the LED exposure unit. All right, so finished up there. So then same way that you put it in, we're going to grab it on the sides, push it that way because it's spring loaded.
Yep.
Then lift the top over, and we'll pull the screen out.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab this and lower it down on top. That's the blanket that just covers it so the light doesn't come out. Green button to start. So LED lights come on instantly and expose the image that we just printed onto the screen. Essentially through the photosensitive emulsion that's on the screen, hardening everything else that's around where that black ink is at. So we can grab the screen. Next step is to develop it. All right, here's where it gets a little bit dirtier. Here's where we can get wet. So go ahead and drop it right in the dip tank there. There you go. So a quick 30-second dwell will soften the emulsion that we want to rinse away to give us our stencil to screen print through. So go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees and set it on those feet there. So go ahead and let it lean back against the back. And then this one here, it's going to be a pressure washer, so go ahead and... Looks good, so go ahead and grab it out, kind of hold it up to the light, inspect it, look for any pinholes, blemishes.
Looks good.
All right, I think we have a screen. We're ready to print some shirts. So we're going to print with white ink on these.
Okay.
So I like to hold the bucket like that. So I got one hand under there.
Yep.
All right, and then we'll come around to this side here. It gives you the best access. I want to use that scoop and put some ink in the screen.
Just put it on there anywhere?
Yep. Yeah, right on the middle of what we want to print. That'll work.
Covering up the logo?
Yeah, it's fine because so this is going to come forward and then squeegee it back through.
Oh.
So yeah, so
okay.
we're not so worried about that. So you don't have to make sure it covers it. It's as long as it's in the screen. That's all we need. So we'll go ahead and load the first shirt.
I want the back.
Yep. And now it's moving. So go ahead and grab your next shirt because you got 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. It's moving.
Wow. You got to move. I guess I don't get a job, do I?
You know, 15 seconds is we usually look for like 4 to 6 seconds.
4 to 6. Wow, that was fast. SLI screen printing. Here's the t-shirt we made. They sent me back with a box of these babies.
They look, you did a good job. Look at the even, there's no
Yeah, I made
major
these.
blemishes.
Everybody gets a t-shirt. Shay, you get a t-shirt. Joe, you get a t-shirt.
Flora gets a couple t-shirts.
John, you get a t-shirt.
Way over there.
T-shirts, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
I love that. Now, is that your next passion, calling? If you can pick up the process, are they going to hire you?
I don't think so. I'm pretty slow. If you recall, I know this is going way back. I Love Lucy has a classic scene where Lucy and Ethel,
chocolate.
or the chocolates, yes. That's what it's like, because this thing, it's just a never-ending process. And like, you have so much time. You take the t-shirt off and you put it here, then you put a new t-shirt on. Oh, it's the wrong way. You go like that way to get it fit on there. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. But what would you say was the coolest part for you? Of course, we were all admiring, Joe specifically was just like, oh, the photos. He got all geeky into the science of it. Very excited for him. Was that where you were
The
at?
technology involved with making it, the computerized version of this now. This whole SLI is like a big computer room with machines. It's incredible how they design the graphics, they make the graphic print, and then they actually put it on a shirt. It's just amazing how it all works.
So basically, it's you and computers working hand in hand. We are one, unified.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's quite remarkable how they do that. And of course, they're a big deal. They do stuff for professional teams, college teams, all kinds of stuff, and even local level. If there's something you want, you can go to SLI up there off of, I think, was Alexis area and Telegraph.
The
Yeah,
Telegraph.
pretty
And if you want a t-shirt made personally by Dan, I'll even make him sign it for you. Give me $5 and it's yours. There we go. And of course, remember, we want to know what you want us to try next. Email us some ideas. Send it to news@WTOL.com.
Please send them in.